Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am going to show you guys on how to set up Windows SANDBOX in your Windows 10 operating system on your local host machine. Okay, and a lot of people may ask this question: what is SANDBOX? So what is a SANDBOX, you may ask me. I'm going to give you uh, a description about what is sandbox and what is it about. Okay, so Windows Sandbox is something that provides a lightweight desktop environment to safely run applications in an isolation. So software installed inside the Windows Sandbox environment remains sandboxed and runs separately from the host machine. And a sandbox is usually temporary, so when it's closed all the software and files and the state is deleted. So you get a brand new instance of the sandbox every time you open the application. And an important note is that, however, that as of Windows 11 build 22509, your data will stay persistent through a restart, uh, also initiated from inside the virtualized environment, useful for installing applications that require the OS to reboot. And having said that, software and the applications installed on the host machine are not directly available in the sandbox. So there is no connection between your actual host machine and your sandbox instance. And I can give you an example who usually uses a sandbox environment. Basically, if you are a penetration tester and you're trying to develop a malware, test malware, and you're trying to see its functionality or how it behaves, so you would use a Windows sandboxing environment in this case, because you couldn't go and run this in your local host machine, and that can in turn do a lot of harm to your local host machine, even though there is a Windows antivirus or Windows Defender AV or any third party AV you have installed onto your local host machine. Regardless of the AV being installed on your local host, there is still chances the malware that you developed can penetrate your AV solution. So in that case, you would want to test it safely inside a Windows sandboxing environment where it is not going to do much of a harm to your local host machine. So that's the use case of Windows Sandbox, and I have just posted the prerequisites on how you can and what are the prerequisites to have the sandbox installed on your local host machine. So the prerequisites are, you need to have Windows 10 Pro operating system or Enterprise Edition or Educational Edition, or a Windows 11 operating system, and where Windows Sandbox is currently not supported on Windows 11 Home Edition. And you need to have AMD 64 or higher end processor, and virtualization capabilities to be enabled in BIOS. And at least 4 GB of RAM is recommendable, and 8 GB is encourageable. And at least 1 GB of free disk space SSD is recommended, and at least 2 CPU cores, 4 cores with hyper threading option is recommended. So these are the prerequisites for having the Windows Sandbox environment set up in your local host machine, and it works very similar to a virtual machine that is generally isolated from your actual host machine. Okay, and let me begin with the setup part. So all you need to do is you just need to type Windows R to get the run dialog box, and just type appwiz.cpl, and as soon as you do that you will get the uninstall or change a program menu. And all you have to do is, let me and you have to just choose this option, turn Windows features on or off, And this option and this feature will only work if you have Windows 10 Pro and equivalent operating system that is supported. And you have to just scroll down below. Once you scroll down below, you will see the option called Windows Sandbox. By default, it will be left unchecked. You have to check it to activate the feature. I have just checked this feature already and selected OK. And once you do that, you will be prompted for a reboot. So post the reboot of your local host machine, this feature gets activated, and I will show you how the overall Windows Sandbox add-on looks like. You just have to type Windows Sandbox in your local search. As soon as you do that, you will get the Windows Sandbox application. You just have to press enter to open it, and it takes a bit of time to load. You just have to wait for some time, and it has loaded for me, and there you go. You can see another instance of Windows 10 has been enabled for me, and I can use this for any development purposes. Okay, and this is how you do it, and it's a separate instance of a Windows similar operating system. It's a Windows 10 operating system. So build is 21H2. Okay, and here you can install any number of applications to test its functionality without actually harming your local host machine. Okay, and this is the use of Windows Sandbox and how it is set up overall. Okay, if you are not a big fan of virtual machine, you can have this at an ease of access for you. Okay, without having you to install a separate virtualized hosting platform like Oracle VirtualBox or VMware Workstation Pro or anything of that sort. You just have the inbuilt feature within your local host machine, local computer, and you can make use of it. And the pricing of this Windows Sandbox on a Windows 10 environment is around 14,000 to 17,000 rupees approximately. If you want to purchase it externally, or you want to upgrade your current operating system from Windows 10 Home to a Windows 10 Pro maybe, so it costs around 14,500 rupees to 17,000 approximately, one user per license basis. Okay, and so that's all. If you like this video and found this video helpful, please hit the support button, and do not forget to subscribe my channel, and please do subscribe my channel for further updates on my new videos. And until we meet in the next video, stay safe, eat healthy, cheers, ta-ta, bye bye.